Rejection. It's a part of life, baby. Get over it. It's a part of business. It's a part of relationships. It's a part of every man's path as they move forward in life. If you're building something, rejection is inevitable. It'll meet you. It's not if it will, it's when it will. But the key for men, it's not the rejection itself and how it defines you. It's how you handle it. See, most guys pretend that rejection doesn't bother them, or they take it personally and fall apart quietly. I ain't gonna hold you. It's not easy to hear it or to be rejected by something or someone. But resilient men, masculine men, men with character, process rejection differently. And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys here about today. Because let's be honest, it stings. The deal that you wanted, the chick who was the apple of your eye, the opportunity that you thought that was yours, like you had it in the bag. You thought it was easy. And then you didn't get it. No matter what the gurus are going to say, there's no way to ignore it. You're human. It's all right to feel. But what matters is what you do after the rejection. I'm going to tell you guys a story of one of my biggest rejections in life and how I overcame it. This story initiates 2009. I was 2 years removed from my undergraduate institution at Penn State University and was doing all right in the job that I was in. But I started to notice a couple of my friends were going to go get their post-secondary degrees, right? They were either going into law school or business school or med school. And then I found out that the reason that they're doing this is to make a lot more money. My interest was within business, so I said to myself, I think it might be awesome for me to get an MBA. The first year that I tried to apply, no matter what school that I applied to, they either ignored me or just flat out rejected me. And the reason, it wasn't because of my character, it wasn't because of my job experience, it wasn't because they didn't like me. But I was never a good standardized test taker. The standardized test was the GMAT, and that test absolutely whooped me. Now, I could have taken that rejection and lost myself within it. And after investing myself significantly into taking the standardized test, a year and a half later, not only did I gain entry to a top 20 MBA school, but then also I got a full ride, which absolutely changed the trajectory of my career because 2 years later, after I graduated from this school, I doubled my salary. Now, when we talk about overcoming rejection, let's break it down. The first step, most people overlook it, is that you got to feel it. You can't skip that part because ignoring it doesn't make it go away. It'll just delay the inevitable. Ignoring it will be placing yourself in a delusion. As men, we can't do that. We can't afford it. So when you get rejected, understand that you got rejected. Take a breath and pause. Acknowledge what you're feeling, whether it be the frustration, the disappointment, or the embarrassment that you feel. But the pause is key because without it, you can just react. You can just ignore instead of responding. Here's a simple method to frame resilience within your mind, and I call it the 3 R's: reflect, rest, and refocus. Reflect. Ask yourself why this rejection happened in the first place. Not in a self-pitying way, but be honest with yourself. Did you fully prepare? Were your expectations aligned or misaligned? And what can you learn going forward? Reset. Step back and remind yourself of what your mission actually is. One setback doesn't define the entire path that you're on. It's just a moment in time. And God willing, you have a lot more time. So recenter yourself, the routines, the workouts, the finances, the purpose. And lastly, refocus. Write down your next action item immediately. Your next workout, the next skill that you're going to learn, the the next opportunity that you will pursue. Oftentimes people will feel overwhelmed with the rejection because they're trying to effectively boil the ocean. No. You want to boil pot after pot first. You must break down and solve the problems that led to that rejection piece by piece, or you'll never overcome. Now, if you take the 3 R's and activate that within your life, you will build resilience over time because you're taking the time to feel it, pause, and then move forward with clarity and purpose. And what a lot of people don't realize is today is with the softness, the peacefulness of society, if you are a resilient man, you are already a cut above most, because it's too easy to avoid the inevitable with all of the options to information as well as entertainment, because those people don't want the accountability of self-improvement. They don't want the rejection, the sting. They don't want their confidence or their faux confidence shattered. But men of character understand that a rejection is just simply a reminder that you are not perfect at everything. But sometimes rejection clears space so that you can build better with better people, with better opportunities, with better skill sets, better talents, in better ways. Here's the last mindset shift that I wanted to share with you guys when it comes to handling rejection well versus not. You must understand that a resilient-minded man defines himself by his standards and not by external validation, right? Not by the acceptance of others. Because when your identity is built on discipline, stoicism, purpose, and quiet work, the rejection itself can't shake you deeply because the foundation that you're built on doesn't depend on outside approval. That's why it's so important when I push to you guys how important that routines are, how important that financial fitness within your life matters, right? This is why I always tell you guys you got to physically train. And if you can opt for a martial arts, that's some of the best physical training. Because when something in life tells you no, then you have your inner core. You understand yourself. You already are busy. You're doing things. You already have a plan. You have a strategy in place. So you can fall back on strong structure, not scattered emotions, right? That you're just simply reacting to when you hear it. But you can fall back on a foundation, on a strong base. That's the biggest mindset shift. Don't do anything for this external validation. It's got to be within. It's got to be in your core. And you must hold on to that. But we're human. So I get it. Ain't gonna feel good sometimes, but you're allowed to feel it. All right? But men of discipline, they don't stay stuck there. They pause, reflect, reset, and then get back after it. They refocus on the prize or the target at hand. And they don't measure their worth within there by other people's external validation, their yeses and their nos. But they measure themselves by how they show up every single day. Let's get active.